Hello guys, my name is Eric and I am from Mexico City. First of all, I want to start by thanking Roger Ver from Bitcoin.com, Vault Logic, FlyUp and Freos for sponsoring these tickets. I want to say that I just turned 30 a few days ago, so I want to thank especially to Freos because without you guys I wouldn't be able to participate in this contest, so thanks for making it happen. I'm not going to start by telling you about myself. I have a little story that I want to address later, so it has to be with me. So I'm going to start by telling you who I really want to meet in this Anarchapulco 2019, and that is Catherine Blesch. She's a digital nomad, which also has to do a lot with with my story. So I really want to listen to what she has to say. I want to meet Jeff Berwick because he's been blogging for a long time in one of the platforms I'm part of. I've been reading his blogs, all the dollar vigilante stuff, and I also want to meet and listen to Ron Paul. Ron Paul is one of the persons I really want to listen to. I want to see what he thinks about all this anarchy and how does he compare all of the modern situation that we are right now and compare it to what he was living when he was a congressman. So, well, that's one. What do I expect to gain from the conference? As I said, I'm going there because I really want to experience all this freedom and decentralization firsthand. I was able to attend two crypto conferences, one in 2017 and one in 2018, but they weren't as big as this one, obviously. So this would be my first massive freedom summit. So yeah, I really want to go and learn as much as I can from anyone who is willing to speak to me. So yeah, why am I a good candidate? I think that's also a very big part of my story. So I guess I'll just start with my story. It also has to do with the three topics you asked. You asked us to address one of the topics, but I think my story has to do with all the three. So here it goes. In April 2017, I met Frank, a guy who actually went to Anarchapulco 2018. I met him in Cancun, Mexico, and he told me all about this blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies and all the freedom that involves getting to know all this new currency. So I met him because I wanted to travel, and I went to Cancun to start my world trip. I was, how can I say this? For 27 years, I was living in a very religious, very by the rule society where, yeah, following all the rules was the norm in Mexico City. So I had a corporate job, I had what you would call a normal life, but I was tired and I was sick of it. And I decided to travel. I decided to become a digital nomad because I wanted to do that since 2011, but I guess I never really had the courage to do it until I was 27. It was 2017. I took all the money I had, which was like $1,000, and as any mainstream digital nomad or travel blogger, if you may, I said, okay, I'm gonna open a Facebook page, I'm gonna open a YouTube account, a Twitter account, an Instagram account, and I'm just going to travel and try to get followers, try to get likes, try to get ad revenue from, you know, these centralized parties that control all the revenue for content creators. So I was only 2 weeks into the travel part, and I met Frank. And he told me all about the freedom that blockchain technologies and cryptocurrency bring to the people who sorry, it's my dog. I have 4 dogs. Yeah, this is Alay. Um, I saw that you mentioned something in your Facebook page about pet issues. I have to say I'm not aware of all the ecosystem behind pet issues, but I'm looking forward to learn about it because I think it's a very important part of the anarchy world. So anyway, my story. So Frank told me about this blockchain-based social media called Steemit, which is based in the Steam blockchain. And he told me, hey dude, you want to live all this digital nomad life? Why don't you try and blog in this platform? You have nothing to lose and everything to win. I have to accept that I was doubting about joining the platform, but I said, okay, yeah, he's right. I'm sorry, my dog started barking and I had to stop the video, but okay, so to continue my story, I joined the platform, I joined the Steam platform, and then only 2 weeks after I joined the platform, I was very lucky because I started to get a lot of followers. I started to get around maybe $20 every day from posting about traveling. So I was able to travel and pay for my traveling with crypto earned from posting content in a decentralized platform. So while I was traveling, it was a very low budget traveling. I was spending around $15 a day. I was volunteering in hostels. I was doing whatever jobs I could. I started to go all the way down to Central America. I went all the way down from Cancun to Panama. And everywhere I went, I met travelers, digital nomads, travel bloggers who wanted to pay for their traveling while working. So I tried to invite them to, I told them about Bitcoin, about cryptocurrency, blockchain technologies, all the decentralization and freedom that comes within the ecosystem, but they just didn't believe me, and I didn't have all the knowledge to actually convince them that it is the future of the world. So I was able to only invite 3 people to the platform to actually adopt crypto. And a few months after they did, they just stopped believing, because I think that's most what you would call normal people. They just, if there's nothing concrete, if there's nothing physical to believe in, they just don't believe in anything. So anyway, I kept traveling, I kept blogging about it. But as I was doing all of that, I was also reading about all these other people I just didn't know about. People who are homesteading and make homesteading up for a life. People who think about homeschooling, which actually made me. I read a lot about it and actually made me think that I don't want my kids to be in the traditional education system anymore. If I ever have kids, I'm going to homeschool them. I don't want them to grow into the indoctrination that comes with traditional education. So I read about homeschooling, homesteading, freedom, cryptocurrency. I bought a few more cryptos with my additional income I was making from blogging on the Steam blockchain. So blockchain and crypto became a very important part of my world, of my life. So anyway, time passed, I kept traveling, and life took me to Lisbon, where the Steam Fest, which is the biggest event within the Steam blockchain, I think more than 300 people attended there. I was able to learn a lot about different mindsets, different points of view about freedom, about anarchy in general. So I was loving traveling, paying for my traveling from crypto, and being able to learn about all this anarchy world. And then, okay, life took me to keep traveling. I came back to Mexico in January. I wanted to go to Anarchapulco 2018, but the problem is that with my low budget traveling, I was never able to save a lot of money, and all of my money was in crypto. But to be honest, I didn't have enough money to attend Anarchapulco 2018. And yeah, for a Mexican economy, it's not easy. And then for this year, I didn't even look into it because I thought that the prices were going to be similar. So I know I don't have the money. But one of my friends, Enrica, who actually made a video participating in this contest, I hope you liked her video. She told me about this, and hey, this is my chance. I'm probably be able to go to Anarchapulco 2019. So I'm making this video right now. But anyway, to continue my story, I came back to Mexico for a few months to say hello to my family, to interact a bit with them. I mean, they are my family. But then I kept traveling in May, and one of the most important issues we face when we try to invite people into the crypto world, to the blockchain technology, is that they don't believe in it. And I kept speaking with people I met on my traveling. I kept reading about all of this in other people's posts. Some of them are Jeff Berwick's posts. So I realized there is not every time someone who's not a crypto expert and is not a salesman, we are not able to make people adopt this kind of life, the freedom that comes with cryptocurrency, the economic freedom. So what I did, and this is part of the entrepreneur part of my video, is that, okay, so people do not have the knowledge and the professional sales abilities to make people join this world. So what can we do? Because every time I hear someone invited, even a family member or a very good friend, they just don't believe in it. So I said, okay, so let's make an organized message for people to actually be able, for example, if your cousin wants to invite her boyfriend to crypto, but she's not really a crypto expert, but she believes in crypto, so she can tell her boyfriend, hey, you should look into this website. The website is called steamonboarding.com. We are still working on it, but the idea behind it is to have all the cryptocurrency information and the Steam blockchain information, because it's dedicated mostly to Steam. All this information in 30 different languages, where the messages that we send in 10 videos with less than 2 minutes long, explaining them what is crypto, what is blockchain, what is free censorship, and how the blockchain technologies and the blockchain-based platforms offer that, the freedom, the ability to monetize your content without depending in centralized platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. So this website englobes all of these ideas, and the cool part is that being in 10 languages at first and then in 30 languages, which is the second step that we have, we are going to be able to try to make people, like, to make crypto and Steam mass adopted, which is something that we've all been struggling for. I mean, I've read that people back in 2010 were trying to make people, hey, you should really get into Bitcoin, you should really get into cryptocurrencies, and no one believed it. And right now, all the food from outside sources, from mainstream media, from the government, it's like, you shouldn't adopt crypto, you shouldn't go into that economic part of the ecosystem. So we are trying to provide the tool so any normal person can understand easily what is crypto and what is Steam. And then once they understand it, they can join our platform, our blockchain, and get inside this world like I did. Like, I didn't know about homeschooling, I didn't know about homesteading, I didn't know about all these crypto experts. I just knew there was a platform where you could monetize your money, your content. But hey, if we manage to do the same with a lot of people, if we manage to bring them to the Steam blockchain, they, as me, will be able to read all about this new world, all about this postmodern society, but this anarchy that is that englobes part of cryptocurrency. So this is my vision: normal people being able to invite normal people to the cryptocurrency world. So that's actually something I really want to discuss with people in Anarchapulco. I want to get ideas, I want to get feedback, I want to learn about the experts, about how would they approach this subject, and then I can bring it back to the Steam blockchain and actually transmit that message to the masses and make people join the Steam blockchain, and then thus joining the cryptocurrency world. So I really guess that answers the three topics. How I approach people, I try to make them see the positive things of the current society and the current economic and education issues, and then I compare them to what the anarchy within that system offers, and then I try to make them change their mind and adopt our way of life. So I think that solves all the three like the three topics you asked about in your Facebook page. Again, I want to thank Vault Logic, Roger Beer, Freos, and FlyUp for sponsoring this contest, and I'll see you in Acapulco in a few days. See you guys.